LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live. Okay, guys, this is a championship picture of the strawweight division, okay? I decided to make this. Shout out to a few people that put me on this. Shout out to Lighthawk and I can't remember the other guy's name. I don't talk to him that much, but shout out to him. If I forgot you, I apologize. Let's get this thing started, okay? So these are all the women who I think will probably end up getting a title shot or will be in contention for a title shot. You know, I'm going to start off. We know that Jessica Andrade she's going to get a title shot. We already know this. We can't get around this, okay? Do I think Jessica has a chance to beat Joanna? Yeah. Her chances are great because Jessica is going to keep coming in. She's going to keep coming in. She's not going to be deterred by the offense of Joanna Jedrzejczyk. She's not going to be deterred by that. Do I think she'll win? No, I don't. Jessica does not like a good jab. She just don't. And I noticed that a really good jab sometimes stops Jessica in her tracks, and Jessica has to reset, think, and try to think of another tactic to get you in that mid-range distance. Now, if Jessica can get mid-range on Joanna, she going to beat Joanna, and she's going to whoop the hell out of Joanna. Folks, that's just the way that is. But I don't see that happening in large parts of the fight. I don't see it happening. I think Joanna is going to keep Jessica at the end of that jab, and you just got to keep circling away from Jessica's power hand. That's it. That's all you got to do. You keep the fight in the center of the octagon. You keep popping Jessica Andrade with a strong jab. She's not going to be effective. She's going to pretty much be worn down, and then you're going to set Jessica up to get hurt. Angela Hill, she hurt Jessica because Jessica got the style. She just come in. She don't move her head. She don't slip a lot of the punches. Jessica is actually open for a lot of attacks. Leg kicks. She opened up for a head kick. Jessica is a sitting duck for a head kick. I'm telling y'all. It's right there for somebody to say, kick me in the head. Okay? I just don't think stylistically she's going to be able to beat Joanna. Okay? I think Joanna beats Jessica. Okay, folks? That's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. But I give Jessica a big chance of winning the fight, so I'm not going to cross her out. Let's go to Claudia Gadelha. Okay? Look, in all honesty, Claudia is much improved. She looked great her last fight. Claudia definitely is back up on the rise. I don't think she can beat Joanna. In fact, I think Joanna knows how to beat Claudia Gadelha. That's what I think. I think Joanna has the formula of beating Claudia Gadelha. She knows. And it's like she catches Claudia because Claudia sometimes, when she's getting hit, Claudia Gadelha gets a little reckless. And so in being reckless, Joanna is a type of fighter. She can actually capitalize on, a person being very reckless. Okay. And now, when I first talked about Claudia, I was like, Claudia needs to become a good counterpuncher to deal with Joanna. Joanna struggles with counterpunchers. She does. And you get a very good counterpuncher in the octagon with Joanna, Joanna will probably end up losing. Okay, I've been saying this for a long time. Joanna will lose to a great counterpuncher. I'm just saying, okay? So, let's look in this right-hand corner, the lower right-hand corner. This leaves these fighters in the right-hand corner, okay? Let's start with Carla Esparza. Do I think Carla Esparza, if she were to get a title shot, beat Joanna? That's a no. Joanna beat the living piss out of Carla Esparza the first time they fought. And I'm sorry, Carla don't have them hands. And if you can stop Carla from taking you down, you basically can beat Carla. It's the blueprint on how to beat Carla Esparza is very simple, okay? This girl ain't got no hands. And literally, do you think that she developed any kind of, boxing IQ at the time she been out? My answer, no. Okay, I'm just saying, I think Joanna will go in there and completely murk Carla Esparza. Easy. Okay, that leaves Rose Namajunas and Tisha Torres. Rose Namajunas, she's also improved. Me personally, I just don't think, I don't think she can deal with the offense of Joanna. And Rose is a banger. Rose is a banger. And Rose is going to, try to get right there in your chest and try to pull it off. But I can't see her doing it, man. I just think Joanna is a bit more skillful, man. Joanna know how to hit you at angles, and she hitting you with that speed and velocity. And it's like, it's really hard to catch Joanna, you know, because Joanna is in and out. She's in your face, hitting you with a barrage of combinations, and then she's back out again, you know. And Joanna does real well at playing a distance. I mean, she just is. So Rose Namajunas, I don't think she can deal with Joanna. I just don't. Okay, that's my opinion. Now that leaves Tecia Torres. Out of the three women in the lower right-hand corner, I think Tecia Torres has evolved. And this girl, Tecia, talking about she want to retire. I think Tecia Torres is peaked. And Tecia has had a long layoff. But her last fight, Tecia looked great. And to be honest, I think Tecia Torres has a 50-50 chance of actually going and beating Joanna. See, don't let Tecia Torres' ranking actually fool you. Don't let her ranking fool you. I actually think that she's better than what she's ranked. And I think it's a 50-50 fight. And I would almost lean toward Tecia Torres because Tecia Torres, she has that aggressive mauling type style, but she's much more technical. And Tecia Torres, guess what? She's a hell of a counterpuncher. That gives Joanna problems. Tecia Torres is a heck of a counterpuncher. I give Tecia Torres a full shot at beating Joanna Jedrzejczyk. That leaves one more woman on this list, just one. I think Joanna wants no parts of this woman. She don't want no parts of Karolina Kowalkiewicz. You know what? Joanna definitely won the card. She won the fight decisively, okay? And people thought that Joanna was just going to go in and walk through Karolina. And people kept saying, look, Joanna going to go in there and walk this girl, beat her there. That's exactly what didn't happen. Karolina is one of those type women that she not phased. She not phased with getting hit, okay? That's the one thing she's not. Karolina got a chin. She got a chin. That girl can get hit by a brick. That girl can get hit by a sledgehammer in that thick head of hers, and she's still going to come forward. Folks, that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. Okay? Joanna hit Karolina Kowalkiewicz with everything she had. This girl looking at her face, smiling. Smiling, okay? Coming forward. What is Joanna going to do with that? What is she going to do? She don't want to deal with that no more. I'm telling y'all. Joanna Jedrzejczyk does not want to deal with that. And she going to try to hold off fighting Karolina Kowalkiewicz as long as she can. Because let me tell you something, okay? In all actuality, you dealing with an opponent that can do this to you. They can do that. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You kind of think long and hard when you got somebody in there who got the potential of actually putting you in a coma. I'm just saying, okay? Not only does Karolina Kowalkiewicz hit hard, she's unorthodox. The second thing is Joanna can't get in her head. She's not going to be able to. Okay, I don't think she'll be able to get in Jessica Andrade's head either. But see, there's something off with Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I think her ass crazy. Folks, I'm being honest. I think Karolina Kowalkiewicz is crazy. And when you got a combination mix of that, and you're in the octagon with somebody crazy like that, you're looking to go to the hospital. And that's exactly what happened to Joanna. She went to the hospital. Karolina Kowalkiewicz put her in the hospital. See, some of the stuff that you may have missed, okay? You may have missed. But, you know, Karolina was getting in on the inside. She was doing a lot of dirty tactics. I mean, she was kneeing Joanna in the behind. I'm talking about kneeing her in the thighs. I'm talking about, man, just dirty tactics. This girl crazy. And then before each round, she laying on the cage. And I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell is wrong with this girl? What is she doing? She looking around the arena, laying on the cage, just sitting back like, oh, I ain't got to fight. Karolina just don't care. The girl is cuckoo. I'm sorry. You fight a fight with a girl that's cuckoo, you going to the hospital. And Joanna know this girl crazy. Okay? Joanna know she crazy. And Joanna know that stuff. And Karolina was ready to beat Joanna up at the weigh-in. Like, y'all think I'm playing. I want y'all to look at this. Okay, watch. I mean, y'all look at that, man. Look, Karolina looked like, look, B, I will whoop your tail now. Karolina was ready to go right there. Girl's crazy. Okay, I don't care what y'all say. Look, this girl crazy. And Joanna don't want those problems. And Joanna definitely don't want to look like this again. She just don't. Now, do I think the other women that I talked about pose a threat? A little bit. Do I think Tisha Torres would give her a run for money? Absolutely. But see, with Karolina, there is that mode of you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what to expect. And two, sometimes you don't know where the punch is coming from when you're dealing with a Karolina. Because she's unorthodox, man. She's throwing the punches at crazy angles. And then when she gets you in the inside, she's being dirty. Kicking you in the groin, kicking you in the hip, kicking you in the thigh, elbowing you in the back of the head. That's what she do, okay? That's how she fight. And Karolina knew that you're not going to win a dirty fight against Joanna. I mean, you're not going to win a clean fight. Karolina knew she wasn't going to go in there and outpoint Joanna. But I guarantee you, I know what she's been working on, counterpunching. And Karolina has been thinking of the day that she can get back in that octagon and get her hands on Joanna. I'm telling y'all. She been thinking, and matter of fact, let me tell y'all something else too. Joanna had, trust me, Karolina gave us some damage. Because Joanna Jedrzejczyk, she been out. Okay, she been out for a long time. Okay? And that's indicative. When you see a fighter that's been out that long, oh, she got a serious injury. Don't let that fool you. See, Joanna can come on social media all she want to and talk about this and talk about that. Look, Joanna got dealt with. Okay, she got dealt with. And I promise y'all, she not taking Karolina lightly anymore. And I guarantee you, that stuff at the weigh-in, that crap, if they fight again, she going to cut that mess out. Because when you deal with somebody who's off their rocker, like a Karolina Kowalkiewicz, you kind of have to have second thoughts about doing dumb stuff. Okay? And not only that, Karolina, man, is stalking Joanna. That's why I think she's crazy. Just look at this. Okay, shout out to Lighthawk for this. This is an article, man. And Karolina Kowalkiewicz basically is giving Joanna hell. Okay? She giving her hell. And they just talk about this fight. And Karolina, now this looked kind of innocent. But then when you start going down in the article, Karolina said only one person went to the hospital. I mean, picking at her. And this right here, Karolina, she put this on her Twitter, man. And the picture's still up there, man. And she talking about, I mean, she calling Joanna back out, basically. And let me tell you something. This is Joanna Jedrzejczyk's worst nightmare. Joanna don't want that kind of business again. She don't want it, okay? And basically, man, she called Joanna paranoid. I got to agree. I mean, I got to agree, okay? I don't think Joanna wants that again right now. I just don't, y'all. I just don't. I don't think Joanna wants it again. And Karolina is basically stalking Joanna, okay? She's obsessed. And Karolina want to get her back in the octagon. I don't think Karolina like her very much. Matter of fact, no, she don't like her. It's a wrap, okay? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Hey, the strawweight division is looking really interesting right now. But this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe.